Hello, fellow Toastmasters and new members, especially. This particular session is about a guide. We will go through the pathways uh, program that we have on Toastmasters website, and this will help you a lot in your journey, kicking off your journey on Toastmasters. So I'm part of Invictus Toastmasters. Right now, I am serving as Associate VPPAR of Invictus Toastmasters, members of Toastmasters since Invictus Toastmasters since 2 years, and Toastmaster since 2016. So 9 years in Toastmasters, and I had a fantastic journey till now. Now, coming back to the session. So, what is this session about? What we'll cover? So, this is about the Pathways program. And who this is for? This is for new members. And what we will cover? We will cover a brief overview of pathways, the what and why of updating your progress, and a step-by-step guide to updating after a meeting, tips for smooth experience and Q&A session. If possible, you can message me directly if you see this video later on. Okay. Now, what is Pathways? So Pathways is nothing but the Toastmasters educational program. And this is consider this educational program of Toastmasters being divided into several branches. And there are the pathways, like depending on the priority you have on what part of the communication you want to develop on. Like if you want to work on your leadership development or your um, presentation, on how you coach others, how you plan things, so and so forth. There are various paths available. Each of the projects, that is speeches, which we have for each of the path would be designed and tailored to meet your goals, which the Toastmasters International website will offer you by uh, asking you certain questions. There is an initial survey that happens, and after that, you are recommended a three pathways out of which uh, you choose one. So on each of the pathway, like for example, on the presentation mastery pathway that I have recently completed, I have completed 5 levels, and on each of those levels, there were multiple projects, and then in which of varying duration. And from I started from level 1, then level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So that's how come move to one level to another in any pathway program. Okay. Now what's next? So why should we actually follow this program, this pathway program, and why should we be updating our progress on the Toastmasters website? So if you are a new member, you would have got the credentials from your VP membership of the Toastmasters website via the uh, via your personal email or message. And then once you log in into Toastmasters portal, you will be able to go on the Basecamp site on Toastmasters, where you can navigate and choose the relevant path you want to choose for your Toastmasters journey. Now, what happens is once you choose a path, you have to select give projects as per your level and then mark them as complete. What happens if you don't mark them as complete? We will not be able to know how far you have progressed. You will not be able to um, complete it, move to the next level until you complete the earlier level, mark it completed on the website, the Basecamp portal of the Toastmasters. And so, or also it helps the club for the DCP goal. Now, DCP goal is a separate topic. We will have a separate video on it for your knowledge. Now, what is this two updating process? So there are two parts of this updating process. One is you grab the meeting role, you talk with the VP education, or you nominate yourself for a meeting role ahead of the meeting. And so the meeting roles will have various leadership role or a speech. And then once you have nominated, you go on the Toastmasters portal, uh, study the objectives of their project, and then write a speech and practice it, and also choose an evaluator on the Toastmasters portal so that the evaluator gets the email regarding the Toastmasters project that you are going to give, and they would write that evaluation for your uh, record purpose, that you have completed this project, and that the evaluation was so and so forth. Now, after that, once that evaluation is completed, you can go on the Toastmasters portal, post the meeting, and then mark that project as completed. Once that project is completed, you move to the next project. Now, there is a step-by-step process on doing that. I will quickly take you through that at the end of this session, just to give you a high-level summary. This is You go to the Toastmasters portal, you log in, then you once you log in, then you will be able to go on to Basecamp in Pathways. So sorry, in pathways, and then go to Basecamp. And once you are in Basecamp, you can go to the relevant path you have chosen for your Toastmasters education journey. Okay, and once you have chosen the education journey, the pathway that you want to progress on, you can choose the project, complete it. There is one key thing here: the order of the projects. Like you can give the levels, various levels of the project in any order. So if you are ready for level 2 or ahead of level 1, then you can go and attempt the level 2, and then later on given level 1. But ideally, the order should be level 1 first completed, level 2, level 3. That way, like the complexity level or the difficulty level keeps on increasing as you go to the next level, right? So now moving on to the final part, like now filling the evaluation form and is very key, because what happens is whenever you um, attempt a project, you give a speech, you deliver a speech in the Toastmasters meeting, there is an evaluator who gives you feedback. So if you don't ask the evaluator to fill a evaluation form, you will not have a record of how you did in the Toastmasters project. So that way, if you ask the feedback on the Toastmasters portal, then you will be able to get keep a record and also track your progress over the time, right? So it's good practice to ask the evaluator, select the evaluator ahead of the meeting, and ask them to fill the evaluation form. Remind them if they missed it, because we all have busy lives. So why not remind them if they have missed to fill it? Because it is very structured and a very insightful evaluation form, because it gives you quite detail on where you need to improve, where you did well, and all those points. Okay. So, what are the tips to complete the Toastmasters pathway journey smoothly? So before the meeting, have a conversation with the VP Education or regarding your speech slot. Then during the meeting, give the speech, and also before the meeting, you ask the evaluator. You select the evaluator on the Toastmasters portal. Ask them to fill the evaluation form after the meeting. Give them some message, like in terms of heads up, that this is my project number, this is my level, so that they are aware of what are the things they need to know ahead of the meeting, and what things you want them to focus on for improving yourself as a speaker or as a leader. Okay. And during the meeting, the evaluator evaluates you, gives the feedback on the spot for in person. After the meeting, you ask them, follow up with them to complete the evaluation form, and also make sure to mark the project completed, because that's how you track your progress. Okay. And if you are not able to understand, don't panic. You can reach out to any person, any experienced person in the um, Toastmasters club to give you guidance. Okay. Now, what are the key takeaways of this video? Communication is the key. You have to inform the VP Education and the club members about your project before the meeting, and choose the evaluator. Ask them to fill the evaluation form. You have to log into Toastmasters portal and stay organized. So this is very important as a leader, because here Toastmasters is a place where leaders are made. So as leaders, we stay organized. We follow the process, and following the process is the key, because that process helps us to become better, right? And if you are, just remember, you are not alone. You have other senior members in the club to guide you. If you're not able to understand what to do, ask for help. Now, quickly going to the base camp. So now this is how it looks, the Toastmasters International website. Once you log in with your login and password, you can go to base camp, click on this. It will load slowly. Yeah. And once it is loaded, hopefully it loads. Okay, still loading. Yeah, maybe it's my slow internet connection. Yeah, it's loading. Okay, finally, yes, it is welcoming me. And you say I have so many different paths here. So the first pathway that you get is always free. The other subsequent one you have to pay for. Now, if you see, I have completed two paths here. One is the presentation mastery. I will show you the presentation mastery one which is completed. So if I go, it is not. Oh, it is allowing me. Let's see. Okay, so pathways. You see, you okay? It's opening. Give it some time. Be patient. Yes. Right. You see so many levels, level 1 to level 5. And you see tick box. That means I have completed the minimum requirements for each level. That I have to actually go and mark complete. So whichever project you have, if icebreaker, you go on icebreaker, and then you read the education program, like the what are the things you need to take care of, what are the things you need to be aware of for preparing your project. So the Toastmaster website is very comprehensive, and it gives you very detailed guidelines on how to progress on Toastmasters, on your Toastmasters project. So if you see, there are so many different learnings here. One thing to mention, once you are done with all the learnings, you can go and uh, click on the evaluation part of this, where you go and meet with your evaluator. So you have to choose a evaluator here. Okay, writing a speech with a purpose. It's saying, okay, so this was my level 2, level 1, second project. After your speech, you go and it says looking ahead, prepare and present. Okay, so it gives you various tips. If you see, timing, pacing, communicate with your evaluator, ask them about what you need them to fill or evaluate you on. And then here you see there is an option to choose your evaluator. Let me open uh, icebreaker, review and apply, complete your assignment. So this is how you mark the assignment complete. Okay, go to member feedback, reflect on your learning. Yeah, so you have to mention the speech title here, give the speech date, select the club where you want to give it. Then you can also fill your evaluator, select the evaluator from which, like I will select Invictus Toastmasters. So I can, when I started my icebreaker journey, I did, like this pathway journey, I didn't choose this. Ideally, I should have chosen this, but it's good always to keep choose an evaluator. Ask them ahead of the meeting that you are my evaluator. Why not you go and uh, write my evaluation on the Toastmasters website. So, for example, if I choose Dipanshu here and send save an email, I can write my whatever icebreaker, right? I can search for icebreaker, right? Evaluation resource and request, hi Dipanshu, request you to evaluate my project, this type of thing. And uh, and if you can mention specific detail if you want, and save an email. This when you send email, Dipanshu will get the email regarding it. Okay, and once you are done with this, you have to come and mark the project completed. You see, I have marked it completed. It's very important to mark the project completed. That's how progress on your Toastmasters journey. Okay, it is completed right now for me, but um, once if you have not marked it completed, it will not be marked as completed. It will give you an option as marked as completed, and that's it. I would say you are now a pro at um, starting your Pathways journey. So all the best, and do reach out if you have questions. Thank you.